Okay, everyone, we're going to do a weather update for June the 18th. There's some indication that we may get some severe weather in the late afternoon today, and that's why we're doing the update. Currently, it's 7:40 a.m., June the 18th, and the Delray temperature is 73 degrees. Okay, this is from the Storm Prediction Center. It gives the potential for thunderstorms for the entire United States. Right now, we have this set for the time period between 4 and 8 p.m. This afternoon. Washington, D.C. is right in this area where the cursor's circling. And currently, it's showing that we're in about a 10% area for thunderstorms. That probably is going to change. I wouldn't be at all surprised if later today they update this map and put us in a 40% area. Okay, let's switch to the convective outlook. This gives us indication of the potential for severe weather. And today, it's showing that we're in the slight range. This is the DC area, and the yellow is the area we're within. Generally, this is somewhere in the neighborhood of 15% probability. And if we switch this to some other probabilities, it's actually showing that today we have a 2% probability of seeing a tornado in this green area. We actually are within a 15% probability for damaging winds, and hail we have a 5% probability. Again, we're right here. So it is elevated. Looks like they are suggesting that straight line winds are the biggest risk today. Okay, again, this is another favorite product I like to use. It's from the College of DuPage, and this gives an assessment on the possibility of a supercell developing. Supercells are the ones that produce the severe weather, and supercells can also spawn tornadoes. And if we look here, DC is right in this area, and today we're actually in the orange with red just south of us, which is really quite a elevated risk of supercell development. So that correlates with what the Storm Prediction Center is saying. And let's switch this over to significant tornado at that time. It's actually showing that we don't have much of a chance of a significant tornado and this times are actually set to about 8 p.m. So it looks like we have the biggest chance of having a supercell in the 8 p.m. area and significant tornadoes. Let me move that up to 8 p.m. Okay, actually I didn't have this set properly. It's actually showing it is in the green area for a significant tornado, which is above nothing. It's potentially we have to keep an eye out for any tornado watches that the Weather Service might issue today. Okay, this is the North American model set for, let me see, this is 5 p.m. And the models actually don't show as much of a significant threat of severe thunderstorms as I thought they would, based upon the Storm Prediction Center analysis. Though this does suggest something. This area, here's DC, and we are very close to this red area. This is an elevated amount of moisture in the atmosphere. You need two things to happen for severe weather. You need moisture in the atmosphere, and you need available energy in the atmosphere. And available energy in the atmosphere is measured by indices called CAPE, convective available potential energy. And This is the time here is at 5 p.m. and this is at 8 p.m. So we're showing that we do have enough moisture to produce a severe thunderstorm. If we switch this to Cape, we also the biggest cape is actually going to be south of DC at this time at 5 p.m. But at 8 p.m. we have quite an elevated amount of cape just west of DC. So the scenario is setting up for the storms to pop in Loudoun, western Fairfax County, and then move easterly into our area. And so there is really a potential, if you look at the indices, that something like that could happen, that we could get a thunderstorm to pop in Loudoun County, and then it rapidly develops into a severe thunderstorm by the time it reaches Alexandria. So definitely is something we need to keep an eye on. I'm going to bring up this. This is the NAM in Buff kit. It's a product that the National Weather Service, a software product that the National Weather Service offers. And this is currently set to 7 p.m. It, in fact, is showing 2 green dots, rain at 7 p.m. And it's also showing a lot of red over in this area. Cape is rather elevated at 1678, and the SIN, which is the measure of how the lower atmosphere will cap development, that's very low. So this means that the cap is not really going to be present. We got lots of energy, and that allows the storms to develop to a very high level. The clouds develop to a very high level, and when they get in the 20,000, 30,000 feet range, that's when you start seeing them develop into a severe thunderstorm. I want to advance this a little bit. Let me see if we can find it. If you look at this at 11 p.m., the Cape is in fact at over 2,000, which is very high available energy, but the SIN is back down, so it is capping at 11 p.m. But that's another point that we need to watch, because things will change, and it's very possible that we could get a severe thunderstorm overnight tonight. So we definitely need to watch that as well. Okay, that gives you a rundown. I am sure this is going to change throughout the day. I will probably tweet out the changes in my account. It's at PatPend, P-A-T-P-E-N-D. You should, if you're in the DC area, you should be following me, because I will give you updates as the day goes on. If you don't follow me, you should keep abreast of the weather today, because there is a chance of some bumpy rides, and I want everyone in the area to stay safe. So that's it for now, and I'll be back on video if there's any major changes, otherwise just through tweets.